Oh,
God is good. God is good.
Action.
The blood of Jesus. This is the Lisa Baxter Show. And today, I am interviewing some amazing women. I don't even want to say no more, because if I say too much, it might take away from these beautiful, shining women, these hard-working women, these women that you gonna want to know. This is Sandy. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Thanks for inviting me on the show.
Well, welcome to the Lisa Baxter Show. I was on your show not that long ago when you interviewed me. I thought that was very sweet that you interviewed me, and you even let me write for your paper. So the name of your show was
Sister for Clean Water. That's my new show, but it was Sister for Wellness. That was the original.
Yeah, Sisters for Wellness and Sisters for Health, your online magazine. I had a chance to write a couple of health articles.
Yes, it was fantastic, yes.
Ah, thank you. Thank you very much. And Business Today was your show that you actually interviewed me on.
Right, well, Business Today was the series. I have a number of shows under the series.
I forgot about you. Well, name some of those series, please.
Well, one of the important things that I'm doing right now is I started Sister for Clean Water organization. It's nonprofit, and it's to the mission is a global mission for young girls, 11 to 13, and people. I get them out there to do environmental stuff like beach cleanups, and we do library presentations, and we also have them on television as well. But what I've done recently, because it's environmental, I said, well, you know, I may do a recycle art show.
Recycle art show?
Yeah, and then that got me to thinking that I wanted to do a recycle art museum, so I can leave a legacy. You have to leave a legacy.
Nowadays you do.
Yeah.
So you're doing two things from what I can see.
Yeah.
You are bringing the young people in it,
Yes.
because that's our generation of today or tomorrow or whatever, and they need to be embraced by us.
Absolutely.
And to be taught by us.
Yes.
And to be directed by us.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, it's true, and they need. What I found about these young people is that they like something different. They like to be involved. Well, you have to give them responsibility of being involved with saving the planet. That's our mission. Sister Girls leading the way to save our planet. So that's what the mission is. That's what they go out and do. I provide the avenue for them to get involved in different things.
Okay, because we do need the planet.
Ooh,
you know,
nice.
We definitely do need the planet. We need the clean water. We don't need anybody getting sick, you know, because we deal with enough things. You know, I remember even talking on your show about being on dialysis for 12 years, and that you were saying how important water is, and I had told you water is very important. You should drink a lot of water every day, you know. I used to drink 8 to 10 glasses of water, and it flushes the body, it does a lot of things, but with contaminated water, it would just make us sick.
Make us sick, exactly true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that I got a transplant, I definitely want some clean water. So how would we go about with the water? Because I know you do something with alkaline water, or you put people on, you show them how to be entrepreneurs with it. Tell me a little about that.
Well, two things happened. When I first started with, when I was first introduced to the alkaline water filtering system, they introduce you because there's some commissions that you can earn.
Oh.
And when you try, but in the end product is not always the commissions. It's how healthy are you going to be with drinking this water.
Yes.
So in my research, I found that it's not only healthy to drink alkaline water, but what other kind of waters are you drinking? You're drinking tap water, which is no good.
Of course.
Are you drinking bottled water from these other companies? I don't know about that, because you don't know how long these bottles of water has been sitting around. And then in my research, it stated that it's a chemical called phospholates. Phospholates is a chemical that's used to make plastic bendable. You know, when plastic
flexible,
flexible, and it leaches into the water coming from the plastic bottle itself. So, but along with that, nobody talks about that. But in additionally, nobody talks about the 200 millions of plastic bottles that are dumped into our oceans every day, or in landfills. And a lot of this polluted plastics goes right down in the underground, and goes right back into our drinking water in some way. In some way it gets there.
Yeah.
So that made me more concerned about not only selling alkaline water or the filtering system.
Yeah.
But it made me more concerned about educating people about the water that they drink, why they should drink a clearer, cleaner water, how effective it's going to be on the body.
Yes.
The body is 90% water.
Come on.
It's 90% water, so
Okay.
therefore you have to drink enough water to supply those organs and muscles that need the water. And in my research, I also realized that with most people are dehydrated. Dehydration is a very important point I want to bring out, is that in dehydration, the body has 3 or 2 important organs. The brain and the heart are the most important organs.
Yeah.
Now, when you're dehydrated, the water that you do have in your body is pulled for those 2 organs, and everything else shuts down.
Wow.
Not shuts down, theoretical.
Yeah, yeah.
But those are the 2 organs that need the most water, that feeds, that you get the water that you're drinking.
Well, it's funny that you would talk about dehydration, because after, like I said, 12 years of dialysis, I got the transplant like 8 months ago, almost 9.
Congratulations, yes.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Yeah. The new
You know, oh
yeah.
yeah, please, Hannah is very good.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they told me I was dehydrated, and one of the problems I told them was, because you only told me I could have 32 ounces of fluid for so long, I don't know how to drink. Before I was on dialysis, I drank water all the time, 8 to 10 glasses, besides the, you know, my other, you know, other beverages.
Yes.
But please, I've been doing everything, and I would get full, or, you know, I would try everything. I would drink a liter, they said 2 liters. I mean, water was coming out of my nose and my ears. You know, just forget it, you know, but I'm trying. So I'm just glad that you mentioned about dehydration, because it can happen to anybody.
Anybody, you know. Well, most, if you do most research, most illnesses comes from dehydration.
Wow.
Because if you don't dehydrate, you don't have a chance to flush out those germs or different diseases that accumulates in the body. And most people think that, and I just want to mention, tea, coffee, soda, and all that stuff is not drinking in water that gives you the oxygen.
Of course not.
It gives you all of the...
It's a whole different beverage.
Exactly.
A whole different
But
beverage.
people, I meet people that don't drink water at all. They drink the soda, and they
know.
drink the tea, and they
You try to push it,
Yeah.
and people don't listen.
They don't understand.
They want to put something in. I'm like, well, then you done made it a whole nother drink. You know what I mean? You squeeze this in it, put that in it, stir that in. It's not water anymore.
Water anymore.
You gotta have water. Water is very important for the body, you know, and it can cause problems with the kidneys when you don't have water.
That's true.
If you had 2 good kidneys already and you're not drinking water, it causes a lot of issues, a lot of problems to the body, you know.
It's true.
And it does a lot of good things just to have water. So.
Right, that's true. And I just wanted to mention also that when we talk about dehydration and water, and we talk about the different kinds of things we should drink based on the water not being good, eventually everybody's going to have a filter.
Right, I have one right in there.
They might not want an alkaline water filtering system.
Right.
They might not want some other kind of name brand, but they're going to have them, because
Something.
the report just came out that New York City water that the kids are drinking in these schools are lead contaminated. And if water is lead contaminated to a child, that impedes their learning ability. It stops their learning, and it creates other, they can't think, they're hyper.
Cognitive.
Yeah. So
Well,
that's
from
important.
0 to 5 is the most years that you start thinking. You know, you're like a sponge.
That's a sponge.
We teach Montessori curriculum at my job, so
Good.
yeah. So definitely that's important. Now I see you passionate about this.
I am.
I love that about you.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you. You better go ahead. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to say what your website is, and what's your email if you want them to contact you, whether they're interested in water, or maybe a pitch for your show, or maybe some young person is out there and they want to be encouraged, whether, I guess boys and girls you're dealing with, right, or just girls?
Well, just girls, 11 to
Girls?
13. Well, we're
Okay.
starting from 7 to 11, and then we go into the teenage level.
Well, give them a purpose, which is good, and seeing us being entrepreneurs is a very good thing for young people these days.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 things. I think you went to my site.
Yes, I did.
The sister group.
Come on here. You better go
Women
ahead.
in
Yeah, I was impressed. I was impressed. I loved it. And I was impressed. Truly. You're doing a fantastic job. You're doing a fantastic job.
Well, I like doing what I do, and I think all the years that I've been doing some things, I think this is one of the most things that I
You
like
can
the
tell.
most. Yeah.
In your face and
yeah,
your spirit
yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
That is fantastic. Now, what would you, well, you basically gave a good pitch. You basically gave me a great interview. But and if they wanted, if they were interested in this, what would you say or give your information?
Okay. Should I look at the?
Oh, go ahead and look in there. Let them see your pretty face.
Hi, I'm Ms.Sandi Pope again, and the thing that I really want to share is the Sister for Clean Water. That's my nonprofit corporation. I'd like them to go to the website, Sister for Clean, Sister CISTA.
That's right.
Number 4, cleanwater.com. And when they go there, they can tap on and they'll be connected to all the other websites. But my mission right now is I'm trying to build trying to get funds to build but create a recycle art museum. So you can go to the website and make a donation, because we first need some donations from family and friends before we can ask for bigger funds to have a bigger project. But I just want to thank you, Lisa
Okay.
for inviting me on to be able to share this information.
We in this together, aren't we?
Yeah. But I'm glad you like my website. The sister group is the women's side, the women in business side.
Come on now.
And the sister girls is the sister girls side.
Come on here. All right now. Break it down. Break it down.
So it's fun, and I love it, and I love you also, because you are an
Oh,
inspiration.
I love you too.
When I met you, you had some, conditions and some challenges, but you stuck with it, and you're a powerful woman, and we need to show that we are powerful women whatever the challenges are.
That's right.
And you're doing such a great job of complimenting you too.
Oh, thank you. Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And if we continue to do this, when the big networks pick me up, I gotta see you guys again.
Okay.
Okay?
They will.
That's right.
They will. It's coming.
Oh yes, oh yes. But thank you. We're gonna have another young lady come on and talk, and hopefully you can have some refreshments, or I know you probably have to go. You're on the go, a woman of hard business, so go out there and get her.
Okay. Well,
All
thank
right.
you again, Lisa.
That's all right. Thank you.
Okay. That was good.